Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, December 23rd. I am here sitting on my staircase with a cat walking around me, which is very unusual because the cat doesn't usually like me very much. So it's very rare that she actually will hang around me, but you may see a tail pop up in the background or a little nose popping up in the picture here. But thanks so much for joining me this morning again. Unannounced video here coming to you. Again, things are popping up in my head, and I like to share things when I have like things that are really speaking to me at the moment, and I'm going to share them with you because I'm sure stuff like this comes up for you too. Especially as a mom, you're thinking of a million things with your kids and your family and your business and all that stuff. So I like to share, which brings up the other point is that I always invite you to add people to our group. Let's keep growing. Add other mompreneurs, your friends and family members that have their own business that are looking to achieve some life balance and how to really run their business better while they're still being a very good, efficient, and effective mom as well. But anyways, today's topic is about overwhelm, and it kind of piggybacks a little bit on yesterday's video that I did about just the setbacks that we experience. But before I get into that, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that kind of commented and reached out to me personally, letting me know that, if I ever needed somebody when I was feeling, all these setbacks and obstacles and just emotionally drained, that, I could reach out to you. So that was really, really touching for me. I really appreciate all of those reach outs from all of you. And I got to emphasize, that's really why we have this group is, some of the women that reached out to me, I don't know on a personal level, and meaning that, they're not my friends and that they live in the same town with me or that I grew up with them. It's people that I'm meeting here through this group. And I want all of you to be able to experience that also, to make those connections, for you to feel that you really get to know people. So if you'd like to get on this group also and do like a live stream like I am, feel free to share. Only thing I do ask is that you respectfully not do promotions when you're doing your live videos unless it's on a particular day when I allow promotions to occur, because I really want this to be a community. I don't want this to be a spammy group where people are only posting when they're trying to get people to look at their products or buy their products. So that's the only thing I ask of you. So please jump on, do a live stream. These are awesome. I always tell you guys, I love doing these live streams. To me, it's like I'm with you and that we're having a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, and just, chit-chatting as girlfriends. That's really what this group is all about. So thank you again to all of you that reached out to me and let me know that, when I need anybody for some emotional support, or a girlfriend to just vent with, you're out there for me. So thank you again. That really meant a lot to me to receive all of those messages from you. But anyways, to piggyback upon yesterday's topic of having setbacks, being setups, and changing your perspective, it also comes to mind about being overpowered by all of these things that go on in our lives, in the setbacks that we're having. Like I said, it's so easy for us to get sucked into that emotional rabbit hole of what situations can bring about. Especially now, we're talking about the holidays. Christmas is coming up in a couple days for many of us that celebrate Christmas. But all of the holidays that we have here when we're gathering with family, a lot of times things can come up. Family dynamics are a little tricky, and they're not always what we picture to be. The very happy family, everybody's loving, everybody is supportive of each other. Doesn't always happen that way, and it's really easy for us to get overwhelmed by the stress of having family members tell us that we're not good enough, questioning what are we doing, or just giving us that look like, what is up with you and what are you wearing? And all those subtleties that come across when you're dealing with family members that kind of bring up all of this stuff for us that we thought that we'd move past, but you're just kind of grinning and bearing it and just saying, I just got to get through today. I just got to get through today. And instead of being overwhelmed by all of that stress and all of that stuff that can go on, again, it's a mindset shift. And let's start using that as a time to start practicing shifting our mindset and shifting the stories that we allow ourselves to be told. about what we're worth, about what we're doing, about how we are maybe not good enough for whatever reason. Whatever it is, use that time to become empowered, because that's really what happens when you make that conscious decision not to be overwhelmed by the emotions and the obstacles and struggles that you're going through at that particular time. You're really empowering yourself. And really, it's not easy to do. I'll be honest, it's not easy to do. Even, when I was going through my recent crisis situation, in the moment, yes, I was shedding tears and I was crying and I was going, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What is happening? But when I was able to step back out of the immediate situation and kind of reflect back and change my mindset and start looking at it as a setup and becoming more empowered and using the tools that I have to show kind of gratitude, or asking, what am I supposed to learn from this situation? How can I learn the situation? How can I learn and what can I gain from this situation to become better? Or, who is now going to come into my life because of this situation? It really is very, very empowering to have that little subtle mind shift happen, and that perspective to change. So, and it's something very conscious that you need to do. It doesn't come naturally for us. I don't know about you. I tend to be a very emotional person. I'm very quick to react, especially in a negative way. It's one of my one of my downfalls and my character flaws. But I'm really trying very hard these days to be in a very positive vibration constantly, to think, not necessarily be Pollyanna and think positively all the time about everything, but really to be grateful for whatever is happening, because I know it's an opportunity for me to change something, to learn something new, to have something different in my life, and for me to change that vibration. And I find myself oftentimes just telling myself, okay, negative energy, don't like it. Negative energy, don't like it. So instead of just focusing on all that negative energy, I quickly try to switch it and say, okay, what can I do to get myself into a more positive energy, a more positive vibration, a more positive mindset? Some of you who know me know I love my essential oils. So for me, I always carry something like a wild orange, something that's very high vibrational orange that I know is basically a smile in a bottle. And so I'll just open up and I'll breathe it in, because I know that when I breathe in those particular smells, physiologically something happens in my brain, and chemically something happens in my brain. I'm not going to go through all of that with you now, but I know that's what can shift it very quickly for me. And then it also takes a lot of conscious effort on my part to say, to make positive affirmations and to make positive proclamations of gratitude, and things like that. So that's my thoughts for you for today, is that, as we're going into, the actual holiday itself of Christmas, and encountering family members that may overwhelm us and stress us out because we don't necessarily have the best relationships with them, or whatever it might be, is just to remember that you don't need to be overwhelmed by the situation. You can become empowered by it. And it's just a matter of making that choice. I mean, I've been talking a lot recently about subconscious reprogramming. And a lot of that happens also, but a lot of it is also conscious reprogramming. So making yourself consciously aware of what you're feeling and saying to yourself, I don't like the way this feels, and I'm going to shift it. And know that the simplest way to shift it is through happy thoughts, happy memories, happy smells, even just saying, gratitude for something. I'm grateful I have a glass of wine right now because I need the whole glass. Or saying something like, I'm grateful that, I don't have to cook and deal with all of this family dynamics that are going on right now. I can just sit back and eat until my heart is content. Or I am grateful that, I'm not driving. I'm grateful that it's not snowing. Whatever it is, but saying those words of gratefulness, and more importantly than just saying them, is really starting to feel that gratitude, because you will notice a shift in your energy. It becomes much more positive, and you'll start feeling an inner peace when that shift starts to happen. So hopefully that helped you guys for today, something to think about as you're going through the holiday weekend, the long weekend for most of us here. And, as always, let me know if you found this helpful, if you've ever tried reprogramming your subconsciousness, what kind of effects you've noticed from it. Have you noticed that it's been helpful for you? Are you still looking for ways to really make it more useful for yourself, just let me know. I love having your feedback. So that's it for today. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.